So for this problem, we want to find the measure of each interior angle. So as you can tell, we have a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. And I did write the angle measures in here, but then I wrote them again over here because I realized that it was very small and some people might not be able to read it. So the measure of angle A is 3x minus 12 degrees. The measure of angle B is 3x minus 28 degrees. The measure of angle C is 2x plus 5 degrees. And the measure of angle D is x plus 26 degrees. So the question is, if we need to find the measure of each interior angle, how do we do that? Well, we obviously need to solve for x. And the best approach to this problem is to say, well, all of these, the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C plus the measure of angle D is going to equal something. And what is that? So you may know off the top of your head, well, the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. But if you don't, remember you have that formula, okay? And you know that 180 times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides, is going to equal the sum of the measures of the interior angles. So in this case, you know you have a four-sided polygon. So it's just going to be 180 times 4 minus 2, and that's going to equal 180 times 2. 180 times 2, which is going to equal 360. So you know that all these angles together are going to sum to 360 degrees. So that's what we know. So we could think about it this way. The measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C plus the measure of angle D is going to equal 360. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to substitute in these values. So the measure of angle A is 3x minus 12. The measure of angle B is 3x minus 28. The measure of angle C is 2x plus 5. And the measure of angle D is x plus 26. And that's going to equal 360. And now all we're going to do is solve for x. So let's look at all our terms that have x, combine like terms. So I've got 3x plus 3x is 6x, plus 2x is 8x, plus another x is 9x. And then I have negative 12 plus negative 28 plus 5 plus 26. So that's going to be minus 9. And that's going to equal 360. So then you end up with 9x. You're going to add 9 to both sides. 9x equals 369. So x equals 41. Now, once you know what x is, you can easily solve for the measures of the angles. So let's see, if I do it in another color here. So let me see here. The measure of angle A is 3x minus 12. And because we know x is 41, it's going to be 3 times 41 minus 12. And 3 times 41 is 123 minus 12, and that's going to equal 111. So the measure of angle A is 111 degrees. Perfect. Now I'm going to switch to a different color. Let's try gray, just so you can see the difference here. So now let's move on to B. So the measure of angle B is 3x minus 28. Okay, so again we know x is 41, so we're just going to plug it in. So that's going to be 3 times 41 minus 28, and that's going to be 123 minus 28. Which is going to equal 95 degrees. Perfect. I just realized I made a mistake over here. I got ahead of myself, so I'm just going to correct that quickly. This was not supposed to be, where's my eraser? Right here. This was not supposed to be minus 11. Oh, why isn't it working? This eraser? Oh, there we go. Okay, this was supposed to be minus 12. Yeah. So I forgot I changed it. But anyways, it's 111 either way. Okay, good. All right, let's move on to angle C. So the measure of angle C is 2x plus 5. And in this case, x is 41, so it's going to be 2 times 41 plus 5. So 2 times 41 is just going to be 82. So that's going to equal 87. So the measure of angle C is 87 degrees. And you guys get the hang of this, so we have one more. So I'll go back to black now because we haven't used black in a while and you'll be able to see. So the measure of angle D. That's just going to be x plus 26. So that's just going to be 41 plus 26. So 41 plus 26 is going to be 67. So that's the measure of angle D. Okay. Now, you might say, all right, I'm done. And the truth of the matter is you are done. But we want to make sure that we have all the right measures. And there's a quick way that we can check this. There's a really quick way that we can check this. So I'm just going to move this up slightly so that I have enough room here. Okay, so what we do is if we know that we've got, let me use green here, we know angle A is 111, we know angle B is 95, we know angle C is 87, and we know angle D is 67. Theoretically, they should all add to 360. If they don't, then we messed up somewhere. So then you just simply do in your calculator 111 plus 95 plus 87 plus 67. And the question is, does that equal 360? And if you go through it, it does. Okay, so therefore you know that this must be correct. These must be the measures of the interior angles of the polygon.